Welcome to Rush Hour News on Let's Get Trendy. For today's news, the President of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has addressed the nation on the 31st of May 2020 as to restrictions that have been relaxed and measures that have been laid down to ensure that gradually normalcy is returned. In the address, he expressed his appreciation to all Ghanaians, frontline health workers, security agencies, scientists, contact tracers and testers, and the media for the good work done in our fight against the COVID-19 virus. He said that measures were immediately put in place at the occurrence of the virus, and these measures were to limit and stop the importation of the virus, contain the spread of the virus, provide adequate care for the sick, limit the impact of the virus on social and economic life, as well as use this opportunity to deepen our self-reliance. He made it clear that some of the measures that were taken to achieve this cause included restricting movement in some areas of Accra and Kumasi, as well as providing relief services to ease economic and social burden. He also mentioned that other measures were also implemented to reduce the socio-economic impact of the virus. The President made it clear that on 31st of May, we have recorded 218,425 tests, of which 8,070 are positive, 2,947 have recovered with 36 deaths. He added that 13 are in severe condition, with 3 critically ill and 1 on a ventilator, with 5,087 responding to treatment in their homes and isolation centers. He added that our ability to trace and test have improved with 10 testing facilities now. The President assured that we cannot live under these restrictions forever, and as such, consultations have been made to ease these restrictions to ensure a gradual return to normalcy. These measures will take effect from the 5th of June 2020. The restrictions eased by the President allowed for the commencement of abridged religious services with 25% attendance at a maximum of 100 congregants. He states that religious services would have to go under the observance of mandatory 1 meter rule, wearing face masks, provision of hand sanitizers and washing facilities. He added that prior to the commencement of religious activities, religious places of worship should be fumigated and disinfected before services can be done. He urged that the first of religious meetings be dedicated to prayer. Secondly, he touched on the reopening of schools for only final year students of the university, junior high schools, and senior high schools. This reopening is to commence on the 15th of June for the university students, 22nd of June for all senior high school 3 and senior high school 2 GO track students, and on the 29th of June for JHS final students. With this development, the JHS 3 class would have a maximum of 30 students, SHS a maximum of 25 students, and universities half the size of the class. All educational institutions not managed by the Education Ministry will however reopen for final year students on 15th June. The Education Ministry have assured all education staff of the provision of reusable face masks. All other educational institutions, private or public, of non-final year students will however remain closed. Prior to the reopening of schools, all schools must be fumigated and disinfected before reopening. Private burials, however, can have a maximum of 100 persons. Restaurants providing seated service can now operate but must abide by safety protocols. Conferences, weddings, workshops, political activities except rallies can now take place but with a limitation of 100 persons and abiding to social distancing and all other safety protocols. Marketplaces, workplaces, bus stations, and constitutional bodies will continue to operate in accordance with social distancing protocols and all other safety protocols. Regulatory officers would, however, undertake random checks, and should any institution be found wanting, its actions will be prohibited and relevant sanctions will be applied. Public gatherings are still on a ban, as set on 16th March. This includes sporting events, nightclubs, large religious gatherings such as crusades. The Ghanaian borders, however, still remains closed to human traffic. Ghanaians abroad will, however, be given special dispensation for their evacuation back to Ghana and will be subjected to mandatory safety protocols upon arrival. Thank you for watching and staying tuned. Don't forget to kindly hit the subscribe button to stay updated.